Okay, this is day 78, and here's Huma Abedin's motion to dismiss. Very much expected, as all the other, only 4 of the 12 defendants have responded. It's all the people that are most peripheral to the conspiracy. But unfortunately, again, the reliance here on saying that the DNC is not connected to Hillary for America is a failed strategy. Again, the complaint here is basically saying there's no connection between the Hillary for America and the DNC. And we clearly know that's not the case. The McCluskey report says that, and by their own hand, by their own admission, they have an agreement called the Joint Funding Agreement that begins in October 2015, and no one said anything about it until the election more than a year later. So, again, we have these claims that, oh, there's no standing, there's no claim stated, there's no jurisdiction. Again, when you have conspirators in one, and it's fantastical, by their own hand they admit that there's an agreement, right? By their own hand they admit that there's an agreement, a joint funding agreement. Donna Brazil has testified to this fact. The McCluskey server, the Becerra server, admits to 7,000 illegal logins beginning in October of 2015. So, one thing we do have, though, is her affidavit stating that she was the vice president, which is good because it shows standing. It shows that I brought the right person into the lawsuit. We'll go down to the docket here real briefly, and we're going to look at, here's Miss Abedin, and here's her personal declaration, which is, I love that accusation of fantastical. I think that's really choice. But here we're going to see that she actually declares, here we go, please, I was the vice chairwoman for Hillary for America. Now, we have a joint agreement that talks about the money sweeps from the DNC to Hillary for America. The money went from here to there. Was there fraud? Yes. Did anyone mention this, that the money was being swept beginning in October 2015 up to through the election? No, nobody mentioned that. Did people rely on that and give money to Bernie because they didn't know that the money was going to Hillary for America? Yes, they did. The detrimental reliance is clear as day between the two. Did information of NGP Van, did they have a version of NGP Van up at Hillary for America that was synced with the DNC? Yes, they did. There is a clear connection, electronic connection, at least an hourly. Plus we have the McCluskey report, plus we have the Grafenstein report, plus we have the police reports. Again, I've asked for all these things. My documents are not being entered into the system, so all I can do is try to wait for my electronic that the court has granted me. But again, the defense here relies on Hillary for America somehow not being a part of the conspiracy. Now, I do regret that Huma Abedin is a part of this and has been forced into the situation. I have said that over and over again, but that does not take the guilt away. Were detrimental, were false statements made? Yes. Did the people involved know them to be false? Yes. Was there detrimental reliance by the Bernie donors? Yes. Those are all the components of fraud. There is, and was there injury? Yes. So it was $225 million given to Bernie. So on all these points, again, the reliance of trying to separate Hillary for America now between the DNC is a failed strategy.